Welcome everybody to Jerry Savage Court here at Loyola Blakefield. I'm Darian Anderson along with Connor Mamoni. And we have another MIAA A conference matchup here for you. The Loyola Blakefield Dons versus St. Paul Crusaders. Connor, how do you think today is going to go?
I did look at the standings. St. Paul's right now is having a pretty down year. They're only 1-8 in the conference, so Loyola, the exact opposite of that, 8-1. I have a feeling that Loyola is going to dominate today.
I got a good feeling of that too. Starting lineup today for the Dons: number 18, Sam Clark; number 17, Dylan Monahan; number 7, Ethan Cohen; number 10, Nick Cummings; number 16, Pat Connor; and number 15, Clay Anderson.
The Dons looking to rebound. It's their first home game since the loss against Calvert Hall in five heartbreaking sets.
After they went down 2-0 and almost made a comeback out of it. Starting serve for the St. Paul Crusaders, number 12, Jake Trone. Also on the court for the St. Paul Crusaders, number 8, Gabe Lichstein. Number 10, Matt Kachewski. Trying to see who else is out there, but I cannot tell because they're all up on the line.
I see number 1, Frankie Hapney.
Sam Clark gets an early point here for the Dons.
Also for the Crusaders, there's number 15, Philip Soundry, and number 23, Ryan Molinar.
And number 1, Frankie Hapney. Ethan Cohen here, serving here for the Dons. Good block there up at the line by Clay Anderson. Trone gets it over to Clark. To Monahan. He mishandled the set there to give St. Paul their first point of the game.
And if you're Loyola doesn't really want to keep doing that. That's one of the things that killed them against Calvert Hall was the little mistakes. They just added up over time and caused the Dons to have their first loss of the season.
Hapney gets it over. Connor to Monahan. Clay Anderson. Try to get a float shot. Monahan. Clark. Clark gets it over. Molinar. Chagowski. Connor to Clark. And he sends it wide. Very rarely you see that, Connor. Sam Clark sends a ball long, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah,
Usually doesn't.
Yeah, still a bit early though. There's definitely still time for the Dons to get back into this
Yeah,
one.
definitely.
They're only down 1.
Connor, Monahan. Anderson gets it over.
And Pat Connor's one of those guys who's looking to have a rebound
Great
game.
block there by Anderson and Monahan.
And as I was saying, Pat Connor looking to rebound from the game against Calvert Hall, where he was actually subbed out, I believe, in the 3rd or 4th set after he there's too many mistakes for Coach Bear's liking.
Clay Anderson. That was a miscue there by Lichstein. Sent it over off the serve from, I believe, Monahan and sent it right to Anderson to get the kill.
And Tommy Rogers has now come in for the Dons.
Miscue right there between Lichstein and Jaguski, or Gajewski. Dons go up 4-2. Lichstein to Trone. It's going to be tipped by Sam Clark to give Sayers another point.
I'm a bit surprised Coach Bear's not standing up, walking around yet.
Yeah, usually he is.
Yeah,
Pretty vocal too.
Yeah, first couple points of the game, he's standing.
Nick Cummings gets it over the net. Ryan Molinar tried to block it, but got his hands on it, but stayed on their side of the net. Don's point.
Don's definitely looking to try and go on a run here.
So that's definitely what they need. Big man Sam Clark serving here for the Dons. Float shot over.
Almost hit the
Three
ceiling
ball.
there.
Rogers sends it just a little bit too far. Tried to get it up to Monahan.
It's like Clay Anderson just lost his footing there. And they're going to start
Speaking
work
of.
the floor. This is number 1, Darian. This is the first time.
I'd say last time we did, there were multiple times that they
Seemed like 5 or 6 times for every set they did that.
it's free timeout for him.
Yeah,
Molinar serving here. Connor, Monahan, back to Connor. Lichstein gets it up. Trone, Jaguski, blocked there by Clay. 3 ball.
Right into the net.
Hapney not able to get it over the net.
Don's holding on to a 2-point lead now. And Tommy Rogers is going to be on the serve.
It looks like St. Paul's head coach S.J. Greenway was getting some pointers there for his team. And 2 sophomores up in the net just did not know where the ball went.
Yeah, hit off each other's backs there.
See, it went off Nick and then hit Ethan in the back.
So St. Paul's for now is keeping it close as Matt Kajewski gets on the serve here.
So I wasn't expecting it to be this close at the start. I never know. That ball's going to go wide by Chagusi. Sorry. Nick Cummings, one of 2 sophomores on the team, serving here. Sends a float shot over Lichstein. Great put back there by Pat Cotter.
It didn't look like they were. Didn't think they were gonna get that point there almost.
I thought they weren't either.
No, it looked like he reached pretty far over the net, but
Guess he didn't.
the refs definitely have a better line than we do. Oh, and he just barely makes it over the net there.
Rogers, Monahan, Cohen. It's over the net. Happily, he's going to send it long. Don's point. Cohen gets it over. Monahan. Pat Connor gets the tip. Don's point. So it looked like Pat Connor's back, folks.
I mean, it's still early. He's definitely done already better than he did on
Yeah,
Calvert Hall
definitely.
game, but just watch for him to make some more plays in this game.
Looks like Don's starting to go on a run here.
I believe that's 4 or 5 consecutive points now.
Going to be sent long.
In the early going here, as St. Paul takes timeout, it seems like their biggest problem is hitting the ball long. They,
Yeah, definitely.
that's I think 3 times now we've seen that. Yeah, once on a serve and twice just on a rally between the 2 teams.
Definitely. Connor, what do you think Coach Greenway's telling his team right now?
Just, don't get in your head that this team is better than the Dons are better than you guys. Just play it by 1 point at a time.
Yeah, definitely. Saw this happening with Loyola versus Calvert Hall, where they started getting their heads and they start winning on runs.
And when you get that type of thing in your head, that's when mistakes are bound to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Cohen, first miscue there, sends it right into the net.
Maybe that timeout just caught him a little bit off guard there and got him out of a rhythm.
Philippe Soundry will go in for Gabe Lichstein right now. Cohen to Monahan to Connor. He's going to send that ball long. Number 13, Declan Pollard serving here for the Clark, Monahan, back to Clark. He's going to send a little float shot there. And great block there by Pat Connor.
Yeah, and a great play there by Sam Clark.
Yeah, definitely.
The hit over by Pollard there. Just I don't think anyone else would have been able to get that ball.
With Sam's long reach, he's able to take only a couple steps and get over.
Mm-hmm.
Great save there by Tommy Rogers. Dylan Monahan able to get it over the net.
Good save there by Sam Clark.
Believe it's going to be
Double
Don's
touch, yeah.
point.
That's a double touch right there. And Coach Bear requesting a new ball there.
Not a bad idea. After his players kept hitting it with sweaty bodies.
Yeah, it's air conditioning in this building has not been working for the last day and a half now, so it's very hot in here.
Yeah. That ball's going to be blocked there by Cohen and Monahan, but it stays on their side of that. That's going to be Crusaders' point. Make this game 8-13. Crusaders are going to win a new ball.
Yeah, Don's sitting comfortably right now, though, at a 5-point lead.
It's never good to get comfortable with the lead. You
No.
never know what could happen. Jake Trone serving for the Crusaders. Cummings, Monahan with a little bit of trick play there.
Beautiful.
Fake the set over to Cohen, then puts it right over the net. Rogers and Harrison switching here. Cohen gets it over. That's great finish there by Hapney.
He just kind of came out of nowhere right there. I didn't even see him.
He'll be the one serving here for the Crusaders. That ball's going to go far.
Yeah, they're lucky there that nobody touched that.
Yeah.
Pat Connor initially called for it, but pulled back at the last minute.
It's a good idea by him.
That's Dylan Monahan on the serve here.
And a little bit of miscue there by Liechtenstein and Gajewski.
That's the second time they both have run into each other off a serve like that. So definitely need to iron out some issues on the St. Paul's bench here.
Yeah. Clay Harrison able to put that back.
Loyola leading out to 8 as Monahan takes the serve.
That ball's just going to go out there. So Coach Bear finally up and out of his seat here with a 9-point lead. And Monahan serving here. And he's going to send that ball just wide.
It looks like that came off his hand the wrong way there.
Number 15, Philippe Soundry serving here. Just pull a little bit of float shot there for Pat Connor. And Anderson able to get up with the kill. Able to get Don's a 9-point lead.
And here's the big man, Sam Clark on the serve now. Who I'm somewhat surprised that Coach Bear is even playing him at all today. He's been
Same.
battling a knee injury all season, and I feel like Coach Bear want to keep him healthy for a game that's not against 1-8 St. Paul's.
Yeah, like Gilman or MSJ.
Yeah, Gilman, Calvert Hall, if we end up playing them again here, or at Calvert Hall. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach pulls them
Same.
for the next set.
Rogers, Monahan. Pat Connor was initially going to go up and then had to pull back. Speaking of, he gets it over. Number 10, Matt Gajewski sends that right into the net.
Looks like Clay Anderson actually blocked that one.
So I wouldn't be too shocked to see a couple of the juniors come out onto the floor since the majority of this team is made out of juniors. It's going to be a 3-ball here. Clark, Monahan. And Nick Cummings drills it.
Yeah, it causes Gabe Lichtenstein to just fall over there.
So he tried digging it up, but just wasn't able to. Tyler Rogers, the libero, serving here. Just gets it over the net. Looks like one of the Crusaders went over the line to give the Dons the point.
Dons lead up to 11 now, already 3 points away from closing the first set out.
Clark able to dig it out, but it just sends it wide.
Yeah, not a whole lot he could have done there. It's very difficult to control when it's going that fast.
Definitely.
Just sort of hit off his hands and
Just try to get a hand on it and pray.
essentially. Crusaders finally get a point there.
little bit of miscommunication by the two seniors out on the floor, Connor and Sam Clark. So you rarely see that between the two of them since they've been on the same team for a while now. Clark, Monahan, 3-ball, and Pat Connor just sends it right into the net. Looks like Crusaders starting to go on a little bit of a run here.
Still down here by 8 though.
Yeah.
And they're wiping the floor again.
So they don't want to slip.
Nope.
Kajewski just barely gets it over. Monahan, Connor. That's going to be tipped for Don's point.
Yeah, it was tipped by number 23, Ryan Molinar. Don's 2 points away now from getting a victory in the first set. Up by 9, 23 to 14.
Cummings gets it over, and Muller not able to contain it. Put Don's within 1.
Yeah, already St. Paul just looks exhausted.
Yeah, definitely. We're expecting to come to the gym this hot. Good tip back there by Connor.
Good save there. But,
Happy's not able to contain it, so it's going to be Don's win for this set.
So Don's go up 1-0, and we're going to switch sides here.
With that, we'll go to a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Loyola Blakefield has educated boys in the Jesuit tradition since 1852. Each year, another group of us leaves the hollow as men for others with unlimited potential. We forge our own paths, spreading far and wide to make our mark upon the world. We represent multiple generations and possess unique gifts. But all Dons are bound by one common thread, a transformation that was kindled right here at Loyola Blakefield. As we go forth and set the world on fire, we must never forget where that spark came from. Together, we must lay the foundation for future generations of Loyola Dons. Together, we will ignite.
Welcome back, everybody. Jerry Savage Court here with alongside Connor Maloney. Dons take the first set. Believe it was 25-14.
Yes, you're right. 25-14.
It's like hoping to take 3-set sweep here.
And like I predicted, Sam Clark and Pat Connor are out now.
Yep.
And in for the Dons is number 31, Randall Gleason. Number 6, Casey Gilmore. Number 2, Brandon Whitney. Number 17, Dylan Monahan. Number 7, Ethan Cohen. And number 14, James Connolly.
I'd say now they still have 2 seniors out there with Randall Gleason and Brandon Whitney. But the 2 main starters are now out and able to take a break.
Yeah, I think
Most likely for the rest of the game.
yeah, I think Coach Bear right now just wants to give all his players some playing time.
Definitely.
Especially some of the reserves that don't get into games as often.
Definitely. Casey Gilmore with the serve over for the Dons. And that ball's going to be in. Matt Kajewski.
See, no substitutions yet for the Crusaders.
Still sticking with their top 6. Or top 7 if you want to substitute out the libero. Monahan. Connolly, ball gets blocked, but Cohen able to put it back over. Molinar gets over Whitney. Monahan. Cohen gets it in.
Nice hit there by Cohen. That just found the back corner there.
Definitely. See number 7, Ethan Cohen now serving here for the Dons. And we'll get miscommunication there. Look and sign number 1, Frankie Hapney.
That's like the first true ace of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Wickenstein gets it over Trone. Whitney digs it out. Monahan. Connolly sends it back into the net. This game's tied at 2.
So the Dons of both sets have started out relatively slow.
Started off slow, but luckily able to pick it back up.
And Ethan Cohen for the Dons, which just subbed out for number 12, Kirk Mosbauer.
Speaking of that, ball's going to go long.
It was tipped,
Oh,
though.
my bad. It was tipped, though. Say first sub here for the game for Crusaders. Ethan Molinar now going in for number 10, Matt Kajewski. Monahan gets it over. Hapney gets it back to Hapney. 3 ball sends it over to Gilmore. Monahan. Whitney gets it in. Even with his size, he can get up there up to the net and put a ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. He's probably only around 5'7", 5'8", so he's short for a volleyball player.
Yeah, definitely. Monahan here. Gets it over. Looks sign. Hapney gets it over. Finish there. Good put back by Whitney. 3 ball. Molinar gets it over. Blocked. Monahan. Whitney. Blocked again. 3 ball. What a rally here.
Yeah, really. This is one of the longer ones we've seen all season.
That ball's going to be tipped for Crusaders' point.
Say, I do see that the Crusaders are kind of all over the place with the ball right now.
Yeah, definitely. So that was definitely one of the longest rallies of the game so far. Whitney, Monahan, back to Whitney. Sends it far side, and Pollard not able to get a good enough hand on it. The junior, number 14, James Connolly serving. He sends it right back into the net. Now Ryan Molinar will serve here. Gleason, Monahan. Mosbauer puts it back over. Miscommunication between number 12 and number 15, Soundry and Trone. So that's one of the Crusaders' weaknesses, Connor. They haven't been communicating that much
No,
as opposed to the Dons.
too many times they've been running into each other or not going for the ball because someone thought somebody else was doing it, and it's taking a toll on them, obviously, here.
Yeah, definitely. Hapney blocked there, but it's going to go out of bounds, so it's Crusaders' point. Looks like Gajewski will go back in for Ethan Molinar. Frankie Hapney will be serving. Monahan, Whitney, ball's going to be tipped. Once again, another miscommunication.
I think Gabe Lichtenstein, the libero here, is just he's been the center of it all. No pun intended. He's really all but one time I've seen that kind of miscommunication. He's been involved.
Yeah, he just signaled to his teammate that was my fault. It's going to be Don's point here.
Double touch. So just like the last set, the Crusaders and the Dons battle up to 5, but the Dons going to run past them.
Definitely. I believe they were able to go up 14-5 at one point.
I believe so.
Whitney's going to send that into the net.
He's not happy with himself about that one.
I believe I overheard Coach Bear saying if it's like that, try again, new volleyball. Gleason, Monahan. Gilmore sends it to the far side. Another miscommunication there.
Yeah, Declan Pollard and Jake Trone just run into each other.
Sounds like Coach Greenway's not happy about it. Casey Gilmore getting something rolling. Looks on Trone. That's going to be tipped twice there.
So
Once by Conley and the other time by Gleason. Gives St. Paul the point.
lucky not to get hurt there. Casey Gilmore's wrist just rolled over top of that ball.
Trone gets over Gilmore. Monahan over to Conley. Sends a little bit of a float shot there. Trone not able to get a good handle of it.
Crusaders right now are just being outplayed in
Definitely.
every aspect.
Going over look sign. Trone. Molinar. That's going to go into the net. But it's going to be Crusaders' point. I believe one of the Dons player went over the line.
No, I think one of the Dons actually tipped that, and it went out. Good play there by Gleason to even get that, so
Yeah.
that had a lot of topspin on it.
Conley able to get over. Trone. 3-ball. Gleason, Monahan. Mosbauer. Great save there by Gajewski. Conley. Nice play there by Monahan. Able to get this simple tip in. Looks like Gajewski will be subbed in for, once again, Ethan Molinar. Monahan. Over Lichtenstein. Trone. Molinar gets it over. Whitney. Monahan. Connolly. That's going to be tipped. And it went around the line pole, so we give it Crusaders' point. Coach Greenway asked the net judge if it did, and he said, and he looked to the line judge, and he said that it did.
Yeah, that was a good call there.
Yeah. Say from our angle, we wouldn't be able to tell.
Another serve from St. Paul's that just barely makes it over the net.
Molinar, Trone, Hapney. That ball's going to go wide.
Crusaders, as I said, are definitely playing the Dons tough, but
Yeah.
Loyola has not allowed them to get a lead past the first point of the game, of the
Yeah.
set.
Conley over. Molinar. Great save there by Hapney. Get back over.
Then I'll sit our equipment up here.
Nice float shot there by Kirk Mosbauer. Able to just get it over the net.
It's going to be number 14, James Connolly on the serve for the Dons now.
Hapney. Trone. 3-ball. Molinar gets it over barely. Great save there, but that's going to go around the net. 2 great saves there by Gleason and Whitney, but just weren't able to get it back towards all the other Dons. Coach Bear finally comes out of his seat to tell his team, give him a couple of tips. Gleason, Monahan plays it off the net. Mosbauer gets it over. Trone, Hapney sends it right back into the net. Give Dons the point.
Ethan Cohen is now coming in for Kirk Mosbauer.
Libero Randall Gleason serving. Gets over. And bad return there by Ethan Molinar. I believe Hapney tried to just get a kick on it and try to hope it went up, but was not able to get it. Once again, looks like Dons are starting to run away with it. Molinar, Trone, Hapney gets it over. Conley. Miscue right there between Monahan and Whitney. Coach Bayer's not happy about it.
Now for the Crusaders, number 10, Matt Gajewski is coming in for 11, Ethan Molinar.
Hapney just gets it over. Gilmore. Lichstein, Trone. Great hook that there by Soundry. Crusaders try and get back into this game. Oh. Monahan not able to get the right angle on the ball.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that one was gonna go over the net. And
Looks like Coach Barrow will take a timeout.
yeah, he can't be very happy right now. So what do you think Coach Bear is telling his team right now? They're still up 2, but they've played fairly sloppily in the second set here.
Yeah, they have played off, but our Coach Bear, I just tell them, don't let their record and how good they are, or not St. Paul, but Loyola is. Just don't get too cocky and try to get comfortable with the lead. I think you can see that happens. It's going to be a close game once again. Definitely don't forget about the, trying to think of it. Can't think of it, Connor. Fundamentals.
Yeah,
definitely don't forget about the fundamentals of a game.
Oftentimes the most important aspect of the game is the fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's going to be number 1, Frankie Hapney on the serve once again for St. Paul's. And another high arcing serve. It seems to be his strategy here.
Gilmore is able to get it
Just out.
barely out. Conley, Monahan, Whitney, Sarah Lichstein. Say there, Monahan, Gilmore able to get it over. Lichstein, Trone. Good block there. Trone gets it over. Gleason, Monahan, Gilmore gets it in.
Don's finally get a point back there. They
Looks like Don's bench It's starting to become a canoe or rowing team.
Interesting. It's like a Monmouth bench from a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament.
To try and make up for the student section, which is actually over at McDonough right now, playing their soccer team, Battle of the Undefeated, as we speak. So we'll try to give you score updates if we are able to.
And Gabe Lichtenstein for the first time is coming off now.
He has come off a couple of times, Connor.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
One hand. Gilmore, that's going to be blocked at the net by Trone and Shipley.
St. Paul's just like
Or
that has
Polo,
tied it
my
up.
bad.
That's 16.
Says one of the Don's not looking too good at the moment. And Whitney did not know if that was going to in or out and tried to fall back for it. And St. Paul will take their first lead. Gleason, Monahan. Cohen gets it over. Trone. That's going to go far. That was hit by number 17, Dylan Monahan.
Yeah, it looks like he just barely might have gotten a hand on that. So St. Paul lead up to 2 now, 18-16. So you don't want to be in this situation for the Dons. You don't want to be playing from behind against teams 1 and 8.
Soundry puts that right back in there. Monahan. Connolly. What a kill right there by James Connolly.
Dons needed that as they go back into the canoe celebration.
Started there by Pat Connor.
Think they're bored?
Yeah, probably. Happney. Molnar. 3-ball. Good over there by Trone. Monahan. Lichtenstein. Trone. Great block there, but it was not tipped. So Trone will be serving here at St. Paul. See if he can keep this rally going. Whitney, Monahan, Connolly, tip. That's going to fall.
Looks like it may be a little bit of miscommunication again from St. Paul's. That was number 10. Matt Kajewski got a hand out there and took it away from Frankie Happney, number 1.
Cohen serving here. Tie game 19-all. Molnar. Coach Bear not happy about this communication right there.
Yeah, just what the Crusaders were doing here, it's affected the Dons now as well.
Whitney able to get it out.
Yeah, great save there by him.
A little bit of miscue there by Happney and Kajewski. And speaking of Kajewski, he'll come out for Ethan Molnar. All tied up, 20-all. Monahan with the serve. It's over. Lichtenstein, Trone, Happney, float over. Monahan. Gleason calls everybody off. Gilmore, Trone, Molinar, Happney, and just believe Molinar sent that over too far close to the pole.
So Loyola gets the lead back there, 21-20 now.
Monahan over. Happney, Trone. Molnar just gets it over. Gleason, Monahan, Mosbauer, but is going to be somebody was over by the Dons. That's going to be St. Paul point.
Are you surprised here that Coach Bear hasn't called another timeout?
I'm a little bit shocked. Pollard gets it over. Gleason, Monahan, Whitney gets over. Pollard able to dig it out. Trone over Monahan. Gleason, Gilmore. It's going to be tipped.
Good save there by Molinar.
Trone, Hapney floats it over. Monahan. Gilmore calling everybody, Gleason calling everybody off. Gilmore sends that right in the Trone, get the tip off. #14, James Connolly will be serving. Molinar, Trone, Hapney sends it right into the net.
Not exactly what you needed there if you're the Dons. You want to get a, not a comfortable lead, but just anything to break away here.
Hapney able to get over. Trone sends it over. Gilmore float shot over Lichtenstein. Trone. Molinar. Good dig out by Connolly. I believe Whitney and Monahan did not know if that ball was going to be going over. Trone serving. Or Molinar serving, my bad. Gleason, Monahan, Whitney. Gleason, Monahan. Mosbauer gets it in. The Dons within one.
Now Mosbauer is going to get subbed out here for number 7, Ethan Cohen once again.
Libero, Randall Gleason serving. Lichtenstein, Trone. And that was tip. Gleason was going to go for it, but I think he heard somebody call it off.
So once again, the miscommunication for the Dons now is the key factor.
See if Hapney can put this tied 1-1 to force us into deuces.
So you really don't want to do that if you're Loyola.
Gleason, Monahan. Whitney sends it long to put this into deuces. Hapney just gets it over, and Monahan thought somebody called it off.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
Sent it back.
Just a bit lucky there, honestly.
St. Paul within 1 point winning this set. Gleason, Monahan, Cohen. Dug out by Molinar. Trone. That's going to be St. Paul set point.
And that's a
and
shame for the
Hapney
Dons.
letting the Dons hear it. Let's say with this, we'll go to break. We'll be right back, everybody. This game is tied 1 apiece.
Loyola Blakefield has educated boys in the Jesuit tradition since 1852. Each year, another group of us leaves the hollow as men for others with unlimited potential. We forge our own paths, spreading far and wide to make our mark upon the world. We represent multiple generations and possess unique gifts. But all Dons are bound by one common thread, a transformation that was kindled right here at Loyola Blakefield. As we go forth and set the world on fire, we must never forget where that spark came from. Together, we must lay the foundation for future generations of Loyola Dons. Together, we will ignite.
Welcome back, everybody. Jerry Savage Court. St. Paul just took the second set of the game, 26-24. Because in volleyball, you have to win by 2. Looks like Pat, Connor, and Sam Clark will be coming back in the game.
Yeah, I think Coach Bear wants them to be in here. They should not have lost that set.
Definitely.
It shouldn't have even really been that close. They were outplaying St. Paul's horribly in the first set and just couldn't get it done the second. So we'll move on to the third now and hope things get better with the veteran leadership on the court.
Definitely. Dons will be starting off with serve here. It looked like Pat Connor's trying to get warmed up a little bit after being on the bench for that second set. My bad. St. Paul will be serving. That's Jake Trone serving. Sends it right into the net.
Good start for the Dons there. And serving first for the Dons will be number 7, Ethan Cohen.
Lichtenstein, Trone, Molinar. 3 ball here.
Oh,
That's just going to hit the ceiling. Pat seems like he's not that happy with himself, but nothing he can do right there.
For the first time for St. Paul's, we see number 3, Alex Moy, coming in.
Anderson with the kill. Puts it right towards the back of the line, gets it in.
And also now in for the Crusaders is number 7, Robert Shue.
Monahan talking, or not talking, serving. That's going to be on the line. St. Paul's point. See Coach Bear calling for somebody to draw off the floor because of the sweat.
And this game could have major implications on the Dons' season.
Yeah, definitely. If they lose this, this could be, I shouldn't say catastrophic, but will definitely affect their standings and
Absolutely.
possibly how I shouldn't say easy, but how possibly difficult their trip is to the championship. As I speak, Anderson is able to get it over the net. Big man, Sam Clark serving. It's over.
Double touch there.
Don's point. It's Coach Greenway telling Moy what he should be doing. Moy just barely went through his hands.
Yeah, hit him right in the chest there.
So he just slipped through his hands. Clark just gets it over. Lichtenstein, Trone, Molinar. Rogers slipped through his hands. Clark not able to save it.
Crusaders still keep hanging around here, and I think that's what's affecting the Dons most, is that they're expecting to get the sets over with quickly, and they're just getting caught off guard with.
Yeah, Molinar gets over Rogers, Monahan, and Cummings sends it right back into the net. Connor, Monahan, back to Connor. Gets it in.
It hit Ryan Molinar in the hand there. Probably would have gone out otherwise.
Anderson and Cohen switching now. Libero Tommy Rogers serving. Lichstein, Trone, 3-ball. Pollard able to get over. Rogers, Monahan, Cohen, and it gets blocked by Pollard.
St. Paul's right now is actually looking like the better team.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, Loyola just slow right now.
Rogers, Monahan. Pat Connor gets it float.
It's out.
Just barely out.
And we're tied. Just the Dons not being able to execute has really cost them here.
Sounds like Crusaders bench is mimicking Don's rowing. Cummings, that's going to get tipped for Don's point.
Dons regain the lead there, 7-6 now.
Nick Cummings serving. Cummings sends that right back into the net.
And that's the thing I've seen today that the Dons don't do very often is repeatedly hitting serves right into the net.
Yeah. It's a shoe in the Libero Lichstein switch. Pollard serving. Cummings, Monahan, Connor gets it in. So Lichstein and Pollard will now switch.
And Pat Connor's on the serve now.
He just barely lost a bit.
Lucky that even made it over.
That ball's going to go out. Say lucky that didn't go back over the line. So that would have been fault. I shouldn't say fault, but
Would have been a St. Paul's point
yeah.
there.
Make sure he doesn't drop it this time. Lichstein,
Much better serve that time.
Trone, Moy able to get it over. Monahan, Sam Clark drills it off Molinar's head, I believe.
And they're
Seems
going
like-
to pull him.
Yeah. Lichstein laughing about it.
It's not the first time Sam's done that.
Yeah. They're going to have Chagusky, but Gajewski, sorry, go back in for Molinar.
Just by the way he's reacting, it doesn't look like it's anything serious.
Yeah. Gajewski, Trone, Jagusky, 3-ball. Rogers, Monahan. Cummings gets it over. Molinar, Trone, Moy. Rogers with the dig. Lichstein, Trone, Moy sends it long.
Yeah, very long there. Almost. Did that hit the ground before it hit the wall there?
I don't know. It might have. I'd say it looks like Coach Blanchard now talking to his Dons. Lichstein, Trone gets over. Rogers, Monahan, Clark. Float shot gets it in.
Don's up 5 now.
So it looks like Pat Connor seems to be able to help out the Dons. Connor, Molinar, Trone, Moy, blocked. Great block there.
And this is what the Dons really needed to do right here. Just keep keep pushing it. Don't let up.
Definitely.
So they let up a bit too much in the last set and paid for it.
On our Trone. Back to Moy. Don's point, though. Double touch there by Trone. Looks like Pat Connor will call for a new ball. Connor gets it over. Kajewski, Trone, 3-ball. Kajewski mishandles it and sends it underneath the net.
Yeah, not even close on that one.
See, looks like Coach Green want to call for a timeout here. It's Dons go up by 8.
I think Coach Bear's not happy about having to play his starters in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to win.
Yep.
And both teams just about to be ready here. So Dons will continue on the serve here. Up by 8 once again. 15-7 is the score. And Pat Connor's still serving.
Kajewski, Trone, Moy. Sort of fanned on it, but Clark able to put it back over.
It's almost like an accidental hit
3-ball. Molinar over to Connor. Monahan. Clark. Float shot gets it in.
And this is why Sam Clark is so valuable to this
Definitely.
team. He
He's able to float the ball into places.
hit it very hard
Yeah, definitely.
and kills. He's considered as one of the best in the MIAA.
Connor. Clark, that ball was blocked. And that's going to be Don's point, I believe, because number 12 went into the net. Jake Trone.
The Dons on lead now up to 10.
It looks like Pat Connor, secret weapon here. Moy, float shot. Cummings, Monahan, Clark. That's going to be tipped for Don's point.
So the float shots from the Crusaders now just aren't fooling the Dons. They're doing them, I think, just a bit too often, and it's they're getting predictable.
Connor gets it over. Molinar, Trone, 3-ball. Barely gets over. Monahan, Clark. Nice. And Molinar tried to save it. Pushed over a chair while he was at it. Just was not able to get it. Sounds like St. Paul's JV team trying to get into it now.
Yeah, number 6, Jake Moore, has just checked into the game for the first time.
That's going to be on the line. Looks like Libero and St. Paul and company thought it was out. But according to line judge, it was in.
Yeah, Don's lead grows to 13 now.
Say this has got to be a long run for the Dons.
I
Connor has been in for a while.
I think they're now on a 14-0 run. Honestly, I thought they were tied at 7.
Gajewski just sends that right back in the net. 21-7 Dons. So I believe this is the first time this year, Connor, that both varsity squads have played before the JV. Usually JV plays before, but
Yeah,
this is one of the rare times that they don't.
I'm not exactly sure why they're doing that this time, but
Boy, that's going to go towards the Dons bench. Sam Clark and Tommy Rogers almost ran over a couple of their teammates. And with that, St. Paul will get the serve back.
and just like that, it goes back over to the Dons.
I'd say Trone sends it right back into the net. But Dons within 3 from winning this set. Ethan Cohen serving. So Lichstein, Trone, Moy, or not Moy, my bad. It's going to be sent over. It was not tipped. Puts Dons within 2.
Lead up to 15.
So I think this is the largest lead that Dons have had this whole game.
Maybe even the whole season. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but
Maybe. Barely gets over. Lichstein gets it up. Moy gets the finish.
so Dons definitely don't want to allow them to go on a run here. They're still up by 14, but crazier things have happened.
Moy serving. So Connor, Monahan, over to Clark. Gets it in. Puts the Dons within 1. So Dylan Monahan serving now. Kajewski 3-ball, Dons point, double touch, and Dons will get the set win.
Yeah, they needed that one there.
They definitely did.
You don't want to go down 2-1 at all.
Definitely. Not saying with that, we'll go to break. Dons go up 2-1 in this game. Con Maloney, I'm Darian Anderson. We'll be right back.
Loyola Blakefield has educated boys in the Jesuit tradition since 1852. Each year, another group of us leaves the hollow as men for others with unlimited potential. We forge our own paths, spreading far and wide to make our mark upon the world. We represent multiple generations and possess unique gifts. But all Dons are bound by one common thread, a transformation that was kindled right here at Loyola Blakefield. As we go forth and set the world on fire, we must never forget where that spark came from. Together, we must lay the foundation for future generations of Loyola Dons. Together, we will ignite.
Welcome back, everybody. Jerry Savage Court. Dons take this last set, I believe, 25-9, I believe was the score of that set. If possibly one of their largest set wins of this year. To go up 2-1.
Coach Bear keeping the same team out there right now. Actually, just to say that Tommy Rogers is going to come in for number 15, Clay Anderson.
Let's see. You think Coach Bear's going to send in, if they get a large enough lead, send in a couple of their reserves?
Yeah, I think that he's going to have to. You can't risk an
Yeah.
injury in a game like this.
Mike Dorsey still has not had any time, I believe. I actually think he's the only player who has not had any time yet. Oh, and Chris Warner.
Yes, but Chris Warner looks like he's hurt. He's got some sort of bandage around his right wrist, so that could probably explain why he's not playing this game today.
Don's point start here. My bad, that's Tucker Moore that I was meaning to say, not Chris Warner. I believe those are the only two players that have not had any time yet. Starting off serving for the Dons, guy who was able to get Dons to the set win, 16, Pat Connor.
It's definitely a bounce-back game for him.
Clark tried to kill it, but then got blocked.
And that one,
Pollard's going to say, oh, and that was tipped by one of the Dons, apparently. I thought Pollard sent that long.
I did as well, but again, the refs see something we didn't.
Whitney, body hand, flips it over. And Lichstein able to get the good save. It's going to go
That
up
one's
in
up into the ceiling.
3 ball. It's not going to get over. One of the weird rules here, if it goes off the ceiling while it's still over the court, anybody on the court can still play it.
Another thing, though, is that I think if it hits one of the pipes, regardless of where it is, they declare it dead.
It's number 13, Randall Gleason, not in the Liberos jersey. That's Tommy Rogers for this set. Lichstein. And then Molinar sends it right back into the net.
Yes, Gleason has switched from 31 to 13.
So him and Tommy Rogers are the two liberos on this team. Lichstein, Trone, Pollard, float shot. I believe, yep, it's going to be St. Paul point.
Yeah, all the seniors for the Dons are on the court right now. It's Randall Gleason, Brandon Whitney, Pat Connor, and Sam Clark.
Yeah, that's a first. And Coach Bear's calling for floor wipe. Say, number 10, Matt Gajewski serving here. Gets over. Connor, Monahan, Clark. Float shot, puts it right in the no man's land.
Okay, Clark there just saw open space he had and just put it right in there.
Monahan serving here. Hapney, Trone. That's going to go into the bench, and Coach Bear did not get out of time.
Monahan did hurdle the bench there, though.
He tried to get over there, but was worried about kicking his head coach in the head,
Yeah, I guess
or at least kicking him.
Yeah, that's the risk you run there.
Need to hope if you do that, if you do that, you better hope that you get playing time next game.
Yeah, probably.
Pollard serving here. He's going to send that long.
So Sam Clark on the serve now.
5-3 lead. It's over. Gajewski, Trone. Molinar, great block there by Pat Connor and Clay Anderson. Couldn't tell who got that, but they were both up there. Now St. Paul calling for players to wipe the floor.
And the strategy that Loyola's done so often is it's made other teams not so happy with the Dons.
Clay Harrison calling up who's at front line for the St. Paul. And that's, believe that landed. But Coach Bear thought it did. Referees didn't think it did, but doesn't matter. Ball went out of play.
Dons lead up now to 4, 7-3.
Clark tried to dive for it. I believe one of the players went into the net. Molinar sends that long.
Yeah, another long serve for the Crusaders today.
Libero, Tommy Rogers serving here. It's over. Juski, Trone, Hapney. That was tipped up into the line. Hapney just barely floats it over. Connor gets the finish.
Great finish there by Connor. It's good to see that they're still playing hard even though they're up fairly big here right now.
Yeah. So I think they want to get a comfortable enough lead so that head coach Bear could put in the last two remaining reserves. Lichstein, Trone, Kajewski blocked at the line by, I believe, Monahan.
I actually believe that might have been Ethan Cohen on the block there.
It is one of the two. And Whitney sends that long. And Soundry serving here. Gets over. Rogers, Monahan, Connor blocked by Pollard. Looks like Soundry will still be serving. And Soundry will send that long. I just have a score update on varsity soccer. McDonough is up 2-1. Don't know how much time is left. Don't know if it's in the first half or if it's in the second half. Or it is in the second half, my bad. 30 minutes about left. Pat Connor serving here. And now he's going to send that into the net. Not happy about that serve.
The timeout's just been taken by St. Paul's, it looks like there.
So Coach Green wants to talk to him a little bit about with them having just under 3, or losing by 3 right now.
Yeah, backs against the wall here. Just trying to regroup and maybe take another set from the Dons.
And with that, number 12, Jake Trone will be serving here at St. Paul. Just gets it over. Whitney, Monahan, Clark. Float shot puts it in no man's land. So that's the one area none of the Crusaders have been able to cover.
Yeah, just right in the middle of the court.
Definitely. Randall Gleason serving here. Good shine. Trone, Shipley, blocked. Sam Clark, good big man.
So right now it seems almost as if St. Paul's timeout there has had the opposite effect of what Coach Greenway wanted it to do.
Liechtenstein sends that the wrong way.
Quickly, Don's lead up to 6.
So how much of a lead do you think it is until Coach sends in last year remaining reserves?
I think he's going to do it relatively soon.
Most likely.
Or maybe he won't do it at all. Who knows?
You never know. So I believe that was Gajewski sent that into the stands. Gleason gets it over. Gajewski, Trone, Molinar blocked but then went out of bounds. Matt Gajewski will be serving here.
Great
Connor.
hit there by Pat Connor.
Yeah. That's going to be in. Great call there by the line judge.
It's hit by the Crusaders anyway.
Let's see, Monahan can finish this game out possibly. Liechtenstein, Trone. That's going to be great save there by Randall Gleason. 3-ball. Molinar, Trone, good play there. Monahan, 3-ball. Anderson gets it over. Liechtenstein, Gajewski. Happney sends that long.
2 great plays there.
Yeah,
Back-to-back by Gleason.
Dons with an 8 from taking this win. And as I say that, Monahan sends that right into the net. Liechtenstein, Soundry will be switching here.
It'll be number 13 for the Crusaders, Declan Pollard on the serve. And he's had his troubles today with the serving.
Connor, Monahan, Whitney gets it in. Gajewski, Trone, Happney, great put back by Sam Clark.
Now we see some substitutions from Coach Barrett. Sam Clark coming out for number 14, James Connolly.
Say looks like he's trying to preserve his weapon X, as we usually say.
Yeah, most valuable player, X Factor, whatever you want to call him.
Connolly sends that right into the net. It looked like Sam Clark wanted to come back in there.
Yeah.
Molinar serving here. Just floats it over. Gleason, Monahan, Connor with the kill.
Don's up 8 now within 6 of finishing this game off with a W.
Cohen going in for Gleason. And Cummings going in for Connor.
Brandon Whitney's still out there.
Yeah. Gajewski, Trone, and I believe Happney send that right into the net. Give Dons within 5 from taking this win. to advance to, I believe, 9-1, Connor.
Yes, 9-1.
Rogers over Leachstein. Trone, Hapney, float shot over to Cummings. Monahan, back to Cummings, blocked. Good block there up at the line by Trone and Soundry. Hapney will be serving here. Just gets it over. Connolly, Monahan able to play it off the net. Float shot there by Nick Cummings. Great play there by Monahan playing it off the net.
Yeah, good decision there.
Last remaining senior out on the floor, Brandon Whitney serving. Say that since it right into the net. Soundry gets over Connolly and Monahan. Cummings sends that right back into the net.
I think Coach Bear just wants this game to end right
Yeah,
right
definitely. I don't blame him. He wants to get out of this heat. Cummings, Monahan back. Block. Good save. 3-ball, but just goes out of bounds. Good block up and around by Pollard. Rogers, Monahan, Whitney gets over to Soundry, to Trone, to Moliner. Rogers gonna send that long.
So you don't want to see this if you're the Dons right now. You're
Definitely not.
up big, up by as much as 10, and slowly but surely St. Paul's is coming back. They might take this to 5.
Soundry serving here for St. Paul. Gets it over Connolly, Monahan, back to Connolly. Gets it over Soundry. And Gajewski, a little bit of a kick save there after Soundry misplayed it. Seemed like his knee buckled.
Yeah, big break there for the Dons. They were St. Paul's looking to go on a run there. And
Yeah. That's going to be in. All the guys on St. Paul thought that was going to be going over.
I honestly thought that was out too. It looked to me like it was.
Yeah.
So Dons are now within 2 of putting this one away.
Yep. Cummings gets it over. Hapney, Trone. Great block there. Hapney gets it over. Cummings, Monahan. Connolly, Leachstein sends it long. Put this within 1 for the Dons, really is. So as we see both JV teams starting to get up and warmed up, getting ready to take the court for their game. Cummings gets it over. Molinar, Trone. That's going to go wide for Don's point. Set and game win. Dons win the 4th and final set 25-16 to win the game 3-1. With that, for Connor Mamoni, we just want to thank everybody who helped out here. Garrett Bussey on camera, Matt Moore on producing, me and Connor commentating. All wouldn't happen without Mr. Nay, our moderator. With that, signing off here, Darian Anderson, Connor Mamoni. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Loyola Blakefield has educated boys in the Jesuit tradition since 1852. Each year, another group of us leaves the Hollow as men for others with unlimited potential. We forge our own paths, spreading far and wide to make our mark upon the world. We represent multiple generations and possess unique gifts. But all Dons are bound by one common thread, a transformation that was kindled right here at Loyola Blakefield. As we go forth and set the world on fire, we must never forget where that spark came from. Together, we must lay the foundation for future generations of Loyola Dons. Together, we will ignite.